Well, hello. I just wanted to take a few minutes just to explain a little bit, or re-explain actually some of this, the model evidence diagram experiment, I guess you could call it, or study that we are involved in. Where this all started was probably about 10 or 12 years ago, actually, when I was wondering, as I went through educational research, I'm thinking, well, why can't my kids ever be in this? They always read about these studies being done with learning and educational psychology. Why can't I have students that are there too? And so I've always kind of looked around and getting myself involved. I didn't realize it was going to be this much work, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. The study that we're going to be involved with is called the Model Evidence Link Diagram Project. It's sponsored by the National Science Foundation, so it's a grant-funded study that's being put on. The main investigators come from Temple, actually, but the University of Maryland is involved, the Planetary Science Institute is involved, and we have a little bit involved with the University of Northern Georgia. They're actually the representative. One of their professors will be helping me in getting things going, and she'll actually be in the room. She's actually a teacher, I believe a teacher of the year from years ago, who's worked her way up into academia. Anyway, the purpose really to investigate the use of instructional scaffolds, basically just hands-on arrows for the most part, and seeing how evidence relates to various positions in science. Our first one will be the formation of the moon, two different positions and how the moon was formed. And then another one will be the Big Bang Theory versus the steady state theory. And another one will be plate tectonics versus really the Earth's always just been here this way and nothing's really changed. And really the point is to look at the evidence and get them to see how the evidence would either relate or not relate or contradict or whatnot. Just get the voices going. In this case, there's two different models. We'll see this is the wetlands one. I believe we do this. This is the last one we did in March or April, I'm sorry. Wetlands provide ecosystem services that contribute to human welfare and the sustainable biosphere. And the other one would be kind of the opposite, or something different, like wetlands are a nuisance to humans, probably a little more environmental benefit. Then they kind of look at the evidence, and there's various kinds of evidence that they either have to, they have to point to the model. Does it support the model? Is this something that would strongly support the model, contradict it, and whatnot? So, like, for instance, evidence number 2 is really interesting. Flooding is natural occurrence in low-lying areas, and wetlands are places where floodwaters can collect. Or how does that relate to Model A? How does that relate to Model B? Every kid hopefully will have something a little bit different, so when I get them back into a group, they can argue their positions a little bit. That's the whole point behind this. It's very visual. There will be a total of 4 MELS. There will be 2 in the fall and 2 in the spring. What will happen is I will teach in 2 different ways. I'll be doing this in 2 different ways. So first period and third period will be one way, second period and fourth period will be the other way, and then I'll flip it so that all classes get all conditions. The researchers will use pre and post testing for their quantitative piece of their data. What I really need from parents is going to be the consent assent form. For the use of the child's data. That's the main piece that we need. Probably, if I can, by October 1st. That would be ideal. I'll hand it out. I'll send it out on an email on Friday, and I'll hand it out to the students on Friday as well. I'm also going to have a question and answer session tomorrow night, just in case there's anything like that. But really, if people want to shoot emails or whatever, I'd be happy to answer that. Like I said, I'll have it on Google Meets. I think I have it attached to this email, the link. Otherwise, I'm excited to get this to try this. It was one of those things that sounded like a really good idea to do. I get kids involved doing exactly what we study when it comes down to quantitative and qualitative data in class. They're actually going to be a part of it. I'm excited to give them that opportunity. Thank you.